Pete, tell me, how'd you end up in acting?
I started in high school with a musical there, and I had some friends who were auditioning for the chorus in a show. And after that, it just kind of took hold of me, and it was a great adventure.
You've been in, what, 4 productions?
I was in 3 productions in a row when I was at WashU in college, and then this is my first one since then, so this is the 4th. Yeah, it certainly keeps me on my toes, keeping track of who's coming after me and who I'm pursuing at the same time.
So you're pursuing
Hermia.
Hermia.
Yeah.
Does it end happily?
It does, yeah, it does. It's not without its, there's a moment of forgiveness, I guess you would say, where Demitrius comes back to Helena after all the things that he's done to her, and she accepts that. And then Hermia and Lysander get together at the end too.
What's the role of the fairies?
Yeah, I guess for Demitrius it's mostly Oberon and Puck who are the ones that are instigating some of the things happening with him. And Oberon's the one who puts the juice of the love flower on Demitrius's eyes, and that's what sets him into his love returning to Helena from Hermia. So Oberon kind of helps set everything right in the end. There's kind of 3 worlds with the mechanicals, the actors who are putting on the play, and then the lovers, and then the fairies. And each alone is kind of a simple story, but seeing how they all fit together can be a little bit more nuanced and rich.
And what's been the biggest challenge?
I think with Demitrius, it's easy to not like him, I guess you would say, with the way that he treats Helena and how he kind of pursues Hermia, but in this kind of what can be seen as like a negative way. So I think figuring out how Demitrius is just, as in love and as confused as the rest of them, and making his way through that and making sense of that on my own terms, I think that's been a real challenge for me. I think clarifying Demitrius's relationship to Hermia has been very helpful in that, he's not trying to manipulate her, trying to seduce her in, as I said, a negative way, but he's just madly in love, and it just happens to be going in a direction that is not according to the natural order of things, as Oberon sets it right in the end. So I think clarifying that Demitrius is just a young man in love, and he's pursuing that has really helped me make sense of that. I think that Shakespeare is just as fun as any other play or any other event that's out there. I think specifically for the lovers, just a reminder of, kind of the presence of love in our lives. And
when did you first know that you had the role and started preparing for it?
I first learned, I think it was late October, when I first found out that I was going to be in the show. And then we started rehearsing May 3rd. The kind of funny thing with me is that I played the same part when I was in college in a different production, Midsummer Nights Dream. And so what I found was that when I was auditioning for the show and starting to learn the lines, they were coming back to me so much quicker than I expected, because especially with Shakespeare's lines, they have that rhythm to them, and they're so much easier to remember. So it came back really quickly. Yeah, it's very rich language, and
Music?
Yeah, music as well. Yeah, there's more music in this production than is in a typical production of Midsummer. So it's been very exciting to be a part of that.